What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and you know what? I'm gonna keep this one a whole buck. I did not see this one coming at all. Okay, I did not see this coming at all. Where they were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 3 possibly flopping. Okay, I was right here a couple of weeks ago reading this article saying, okay, $130 million U.S. opening. All right, you can see the date there, April 13th of 2023. And if you look down in the article, it says, yeah, it's lower than the 146 million that Guardians Volume 2 did. All right, and I figured, okay, 130 million, that's where it's at 2 weeks out. Okay, it's going to boost up. It's going to get higher. Okay, it's probably going to end up being 140, maybe even 150 million. Okay, it'll be trending upwards. Nah. This thing is trending in the other direction, and it's looking bad right now. Let me say this real quick, man. This is nothing but a direct commentary, okay? A direct commentary on the Marvel Cinematic Universe and how people are feeling about this thing. Make no mistake, okay? Here we go. This is on sportskeeda.com. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 expected to flop at the box office ahead of release. Absolutely incredible, but when you sit back and think about how bad the MCU has been over these last couple of years, okay? Everything post-Endgame with the exception of a couple of projects, okay? A couple of projects, Spider-Man No Way Home, okay, maybe a couple other films, a couple other television shows, but for the most part, this thing has just been a big fat dud. Nobody's interested in it. Nobody's keeping up with it, okay? The Marvel Cinematic Universe has become tainted goods, all right, with everything that they've done and everything they've thrown out there, all right? Phase 4 was a giant disaster, and all of this stuff is just coming on the heels of Phase 4. Phase 4 has absolutely destroyed this. It's left this franchise as tainted goods, all right? So who's going to want to keep up with tainted goods, you know? And again, I missed it, okay? Because I figured at least, Guardians 3, people like these characters, Peter Quill, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, Groot. Everybody loves these guys. Oh, yeah, this thing will do just fine. Nope, apparently not. And here we go on Box Office Pro. I actually read through this long-range forecast, okay? Going back, this is on April 7th, okay? So I actually read through this, while I was out there in England, just tripping off of this thing. And, you know how Box Office Pro is. They give you the pros and the cons of, where they're coming from and why they think what they're thinking, okay? And check this out. The two cons, all right, that are listed here, I think this is the biggest reason why this thing is having some issue or going to have some issues. A recent audience division over multiple MCU sequels may start taking a moderate toll on the broader franchise in the long term, obviously, all right? Obviously, people ain't happy with it, okay? There's a lot of division right now in the MCU. People aren't talking about it, okay? You need like a united fan base. This is something that I don't think these clowns in Hollywood understand, is that a united fan base where you got all the fans talking about it, sitting around a water cooler, discussing it, excited about it, okay? But if you got a significant group of your fan base that's just like, I'm not feeling this, okay? Yeah, this era of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is dumb. All right. If you have that, that's going to take its toll. All right. As they're saying right here. But also, and this is the important one. All right. Initial pre-sales for Volume 3, which are currently trending below all post-Endgame releases other than Black Widow and Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings. So I want you guys to understand this, what this thing is saying, right? Initial pre-sales are trending below, okay, all the post-Endgame releases. All right. That's everything with the exception of those two films, Black Widow and Shang-Chi, all right? And those two movies, all right, Black Widow and Shang-Chi, those came out during the summer of 2021, which is pretty much mid-pandemic, all right? When people really weren't going to the movies like that, all right? Nobody was really showing up, going to the movies. These are two movies that came out during the summer of 2021. Nobody was really checking for that. So yeah, pre-sales, what pre-sales? Nobody was going to check this stuff out. All right. That's the only films that this pre-sale has beaten. They've only beaten Black Widow and Shang-Chi. So you're talking about this thing is trending lower than Doctor Strange, trending lower than Thor Love and Thunder, trending lower than Black Panther Wakanda Forever, trending lower than freaking Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania. And we saw what Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania did, all right? It only did like, 106, 108 million in its opening weekend. So yeah, this probably means Guardians is going to be doing somewhere around there. This is absolutely incredible. And look, you got nobody to blame but yourselves, Marvel. Once again, this is nothing but a direct commentary against you guys, okay? Everybody who said, oh, no, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is fine, everything is good, people have tuned out, all right? People have completely tuned out. They're like, I'm not even worried about it no more, okay? Maybe I'll catch it down the line when it comes on Disney Plus. All right. That's the way a lot of people are feeling. I actually talk to people about this and they say, hey, are you going to go check out Guardians? Are you going to check out Ant-Man? I'll check it on Disney Plus. All right. Because the expectations, I think this is another reason. Yeah, the expectations are that this thing is going to drop like, within a couple of months of its release date. Okay. You can see like all of these films, right? These 4 films right here. All right. Shang-Chi, Eternals, Doctor Strange, and Thor Love and Thunder. All within about 2 months. All right. 70 days, 68 days, 47 days, 60 days. Only Black Panther Wakanda Forever came out more than 2 months outside. All right. I don't know when Ant-Man and the Wasp is coming out. They still haven't released the date of that, but that's probably coming in a day now, You're talking about this thing's been out of theaters. Well, I guess it's still in theaters, but I mean, it's not making any money, So at some point in time, they're trying to figure out, okay, when do we bring this over? All right. But with this guy being a giant problem pill, I don't know how that factors into the equation. Does it factor in? All right. We'll have to see. So you guys can see the initial box office forecast, right? If we scroll all the way down here, they got Guardians of the Galaxy, right? At about 120 million to 155 million opening weekend. That's what they thought it would do. All right. And then 288 million to 403 overall in the overall box office when it all is said and done in the domestic. Where is it at now? So this is the upcoming calendar. This is as of April 21st. Okay. So just last Friday. All right. Here we go. Guardians 3, 110 to 135, okay? So it's down from the 120 to 155. Now they're thinking it's going to do 110 to 135. That's a 6% drop, okay, in a couple of weeks. And this thing is still trending downwards, okay? And then, of course, you see the overall also down 6%, 264 million to 351 million. That's where they think this thing is going to wind up. Somewhere in this range, all right? That's insane right now to me. That is just crazy to think that Marvel's like one of their preeminent characters, franchises, you name it, series, whatever, is looking this bad right now, okay? Only 2 weeks out from its release. And then you have some of the social media reactions, okay? People that have already seen Guardians Volume 3, they're saying it's a brilliant end to a brilliant trilogy. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 has seen a wave of reactions on social media, and most of them are extremely positive. But as we have seen, when it comes to early reactions, that don't mean nothing, okay? There were a lot of positive early reactions for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. That didn't go anywhere, okay, when it came to the box office. And then, of course, we saw like kind of, tepid, kind of bad early reactions for Super Mario Brothers movie. And we've seen what that's done in the box office. So, yeah, this doesn't necessarily mean anything, but let's just check out a couple of these comments. Lily La Formie says, this movie, my heart is full and broken at the same time. It was a lot to process, a very complex story, but it left me feeling awesome. All right, so that's how she felt. Ian Sandwell says, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is a brilliant end to a brilliant trilogy. It's very funny, emotional, and everybody gets their standout moment. Will Poulter's Warlock is a terrific addition, yet the focus is rightly on telling a satisfying end for the Guardians. Gonna miss them. Yeah, that's kind of the feeling that I thought most people would have. It's probably going to be very emotional, okay, because, it's talking about characters that people, have been watching over, the last 10 years. And yeah, they're definitely going to be missed. Emil Franchi says, after seeing it twice, I can safely say Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 completes the perfect MCU trilogy. It's heartbreaking and hilarious, and I've loved this team from the first Ooga Shaka, a blast for 10 years. Alexander Cardello, the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is more than ever Star Wars as a stoner comedy. I don't know if that's a selling point I would be trying to say. Lovable weirdos, big Marvel action, and goofy jokes. Yeah, all of these goofy jokes and everything, that's kind of a turnoff as well when it comes to Guardians, okay? Like, it's okay to have jokes, nothing wrong with jokes, but sometimes this thing just blunts all of the important, serious moments with a lot of jokes. All right, people expect them now. So, it kind of takes some of the steam out of the really heavy emotional moments. Nothing can prepare you for all the emotions. Rocket Raccoon's origin story is beautiful and heart-wrenching. Yeah, I think, this thing is probably, when it comes to Rocket Raccoon and this guy saying, yeah, it'll have the series' first F-bomb. I don't know why that's become some sort of an advertising point. I mean, if anything, that's just like, so what, who cares? It's not going to get me to go and see the movie, but ultimately, I don't think these social media reactions are going to have a huge impact. All right. It's going to come down to the word of mouth of individual fans, okay? People that go and then go back and tell their friends, hey, man, you got to go watch Guardians. Oh, you haven't seen Guardians? Okay, I ain't going to spoil it for you. You got to go and check it out. You know, like that kind of reaction, you know? People that are super excited, super hyped. They want to talk about it with their friends. They want to take their friends back. Hey, man, all right, you didn't go see it yet? I'm going to go with you the second time. You know, that kind of thing. That's what the MCU was built on, okay? People dragging their friends who hadn't seen the movie yet. Hey, man, I already saw it. I'll go see it again with you. That kind of reaction is what the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been missing, okay, since Endgame, really, all right? Nothing has really had that kind of feel. Nobody's going back to check this thing out multiple times, you know, like they are with Mario. I have ran into people that have said, oh, I've already seen Mario 5 times. Okay, 5 times. They have seen this movie, all right? Marvel and Disney and all of these guys got to wake up and smell the coffee. They're dropping the ball, and now it's affecting even films that should be solid, okay? Like Guardians 3. Anyway, folks, what do you think about this situation? Guardians 3 possibly flopping, all right? Flopping all over the place. This is absolutely incredible, but again, it tells you exactly everything you need to know about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This thing is in bad shape, and I don't know what's going to correct it, okay? But they better figure it out fast. Anyway, you guys go ahead, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.